today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to install coilovers on this Acura Integra. I'm going to be using these coilovers. I believe they're just some eBay coilovers. I'm not going to be using them for very long. It's just for the purpose of this video. I'm going to be grabbing some Untitled coilovers. But you guys are probably wondering why the heck am I going to install the eBay coilovers now instead of just waiting till I get the Untitled coilovers. Well, I'll explain to you guys in a bit. As you guys probably saw in the other vlog, I disassembled the front end of this one. This one had the Type R or JDM front end, Japanese front end, whatever. And I'm gonna be putting on this car pretty soon. The coilovers I don't expect to get until for probably a couple weeks because I need to get rid of some stuff and create some cash flow before I grab a brand new set of coilovers. So for now, I'm just going to be rocking the eBay ones for about, like I said, a month before I get the Untitled ones. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so your first step is going to be to jack the car up. Obviously you want to be safe and put some jack stands under there, because the last thing you want to do is hurt yourself, I guess, or die.
Safety first.
Yeah, safety first. Be sure to use jack stands, guys. You want to remove this bolt here. I believe it's a 17 mil bolt. Right there. Yep. Remove that 17 millimeter bolt. Yep. And then get a wrench and hold the other end right there. So take that bolt off. If your car is completely stock like mine, you got the brake lines take off. I believe it's a 12 mil. Let me double check. Yep, 12 mil. And then you got the two nuts on the top hat there. Yeah, I need a wrench. Again, 17 mil bolt there. Get a wrench on the other side for this guy with the 17 mil. This is a 12 mil bolt that's holding your brake line. And then for the top hats, I believe it is a 14. Let me see. Yep, 14.
Awesome. Alrighty, kitty.
Alright, I failed to film it, but basically what you have to do is you got this fork, and for this side,
it's not a good idea to
basically, right, it goes in like that. Alright, so basically what had happened is that this fork sits into this strut, right? So what I was having issues with was there's a bolt that goes in here. It's a 14 mil, and basically you have to get that undone. It's way easier for you to do that. That way it will just drop down, or you can just take it out and then free up your top two nuts that are on the top hat, those two up there, and then you should just be able to slide it all out. It's literally that simple. I was just having an issue because I was thinking that you would have to remove this wishbone up here, but apparently you don't. So yeah, I found this the easiest way. Literally after I found that out, it took me only about 5-10 minutes to do this side. So yeah, probably gonna have to jack the whole lower control arm up. That way we can get this wishbone to bolt right in.
One debt to society later.
Alright guys, it is day 2. Last night I ran out of daylight, so I couldn't really see much. So I am continuing the backs as of right now. I finished up the fronts last night, but I'm backing up this Integra to the other side. That way I don't have to keep walking back and forth, because that wouldn't make sense. Bear with me as I try to back up while filming and holding this door. Oh, this, see? Bam, 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 bam. Gotta love these Hondas. And we should be good right about here. So yeah, I swapped out the fronts from mine to this one. Now I gotta swap out the rears. check it out. She sits pretty low. I could go lower, but for now, that's kind of fine for me because I'm going to be getting some wheels later on, and I'll probably have to readjust them again then. So for right now, for me, this is okay. I can't really tell if this side sits lower than the other. They sit about the same. Also, this pavement's kind of tilted this way, so I don't know. But anyways, guys, let's get the rears done. The rear should be a lot more simpler than the fronts. Alright guys, so in order to access the rear struts, there's these two panels on each side that you've got to open up. Shout out to Streaker for giving me a hand today.
I gave you a hand yesterday.
Alright.
Don't forget.
So, you got the two top nuts right in there. And then it should be pretty much the same on the other side. So bam bam, and then I guess you can start by jacking up the rear end of the vehicle. The rears, once you got the car jacked up, all there is just a 14 mil bolt there. Let me see if I can get a better angle. This 14 millimeter bolt, and then two 14 millimeter nuts right here on the top hat, and it should come out pretty easily. The thing with my car is that it's never been taken apart. It's completely bone stock, so every nut and bolt on this thing is super hard to come off.
Mufasa. Call him.
Mufasa! Alright guys, I hopped to the yellow car where the coilover's at. The other side just been giving me issues, so I sprayed it with WD-40. Anyways, I'll just show it on this side. So you got this 14 millimeter bolt here, and then two 14 mils up top, and it should come out from this. It's helpful if you got a big impact gun for jobs like this, so it doesn't make it so tedious. Alright guys, once you got that out, you're gonna want to grab a mallet and a flathead and poke the flathead screwdriver inside right about in here. I don't know if you can get that, Astrid.
Okay, I got it.
And then you want to just tap the bolt out. Bam. And here she is. And then once you're done with that, you want to go up top and remove the two nuts on the top hat. Boom. And then it's helpful if you have somebody else with you, because you want to step down on this hub to be able to release pressure to get that strut out.
Alright, it's out. Step on it.
And then bam, should come right out. Now it's time to do this headache one. Like I said, this car has been untouched for the past 25 years. Some of you guys are probably like, you're ruining a future gem or whatever because it's a bone stock Integra. You can't find too many bone stock Integras. To be honest with you guys, it's kind of selfish on my end, but to me, I just look at it as a $2,500 car. Whether it goes up in value in about 20 years or so, 10, 20 years, whatever, it doesn't really matter to me because I probably won't have this car in about 10, 20 years. It isn't like my pride and joy, it's just something I'm trying to make look pretty decent since it is my daily. So yeah, let's continue with the install. Another thing I want to mention is that if you still have the stock strut like me, and it's pretty difficult to come out by taking off this bottom, where is it? This bottom bolt. After you've taken that out and you took the two ones on the top and you're trying to get this whole strut out, it helps if you take out these 14 millimeter bolts out. That way you can have more leverage by pushing this down and the strut should come out. Currently, I'm personally having an issue with this bolt. Like I said earlier, this car has never been touched in the past 25 years. It's been bone stock, so I'm currently trying to spray some good old WD-40 to try to loosen it up. So hopefully it will loosen up for me. But on the other side, it was super easy for me. But this is the only side that I have trouble with, and of course is the last side. go. Should come off just like that. Don't mind me, I'm doing this with one hand. But yeah, so this should come undone. That way you can push this thing down more. So right now I'm gonna try to take this last bolt off. Well, besides the two that are on top. But yeah, wish me luck. So I'm filming this at a later date, and I don't want to show the front end because we just completed the front end. That's going to be a separate video. The backs sit nice. It's been, like I said, a couple days, maybe a week and a half since that last clip. And to be honest with you guys, the coilovers don't ride that bad. I thought they were going to be extremely bouncy, really hard to, ride with. But they're not bad at all. They're not, as you guys can see, the car's not slammed, which I don't really mind it for right now. I just wanted it to be lower for right now until I get the setup that I want. Because, like I said, I'm getting new coilovers and it doesn't really make sense to slam it and get the right fitment if I'm changing up the wheels and I'm changing up the coilovers. This is probably where I'm going to wrap up today's video. As always, guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 2K. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. Leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.